Hello, ladies. So, this is going to be Veda day 3, and I'm in my car. So, if I'm not looking at the camera, that is why. But so for today's video, I guess I should put my seatbelt on. Especially it's gonna be on YouTube. So today's vlog, I wanted to do an update on baby number 2 and where we stand and what's going on with all of that. So we decided we decided we wanted to try for another baby, and we weren't doing anything to prevent not having another one all this time, just because it took us so long to get Lily that if we got pregnant right away, then we would be okay with that. But that wasn't the ideal situation. Oh, that's great. It's like horrible lighting. I like disappeared there. Sorry guys, the sun's like there. It should be better. I'm turning. Okay, so like I said, we so we weren't doing anything to prevent it, but we weren't trying, like really trying. And I only had 2 cycles. This whole Lily's gonna be 10 months, so the last 10 months. So the original plan was we were gonna wait till she was a year, and then we were gonna go to the fertility clinic and see what the next step is, basically to do like a frozen embryo transfer. But one is my impatience, and 2, I was having some issues at work, and basically, just to make a long story short, there was talks of like me possibly being let go, and I was just having issues. I think I might have been going through a little bit of postpartum depression. I don't know. Things are getting a lot better, but also the sooner I have my next baby, the sooner I can stay home, because it will just make more sense for me to stay home at that point. And the longer we separate them, the longer I'll be out of work, because the plan is once the kids start school that I'll probably go back to work, depending on where we're at financially. So with that being said, we didn't want to risk me losing my job, because I carry the benefits for our family, and my husband offers benefits so we could get insurance through his work, so that's good, but his insurance does not cover fertility treatment. So we kind of got a little nervous, and me and my husband talked, and we decided that we would go ahead and start trying. So I went to the fertility clinic to see what needed to be done, and they basically said I can start whenever. There's no reason to wait unless we wanted to. So we went ahead and did that. So I am currently scheduled for a frozen embryo transfer on August 31st. It is so much less invasive than the IVF. So far, I had one appointment where they just did a mock transfer, I guess, because it had been so long since I had my daughter. So they did the one for my daughter, basically like 2 years. So they did that, and then I've just been on birth control. I think it was like for 21 days or something. I stopped my birth control Saturday, the 4th, and then on the 5th I start taking my estrogen, and all I'm doing is taking that, and then on the 24th I go in again for a lining check. So they'll do a lining check on the 24th, and as long as everything looks good, then I'll have the transfer the 24th is a Friday, so the following Friday I'll have my transfer as long as everything looks good. So hardly any appointments, all I'm doing is basically the estrogen, and I think the week before the transfer, they gave me a paper, but I think I have to do progesterone, but I only have to do, I think, a cream. Last time I had to do the progesterone oil shots and the lozenges, and it was horrible. So, which I would do it all again if I had to, even to get baby number 2, but it's so much nicer to not have that, not have to be at the clinic every freaking day or every other day. It's just so much less invasive and less expensive, although I did have to pay my deductible before they would cover, but it still is only going to end up costing us, well, the doctor's portion, like their fees, is only going to end up costing us, I think I figured out, was like $450, which is so much less than what we had to pay, which we didn't have to pay a lot for my daughter. We are very, very lucky in that aspect, because even with the IVF, I think the total we paid out of pocket was like $1,500. And that's not including that's not including meds. So, and that's not, the $450 isn't including meds, but I have, like I said, I think I spent $30 so far on meds, and then I only have to get meds one other time, and I think that's just the progesterone and stuff, so probably another $30 or $40. So totally doable. Super excited. My pregnancy blood test date would be September 10th. But yeah, so maybe next, when I go to the clinic on the 24th, I'll take you guys with me, since we'll still be doing Veda. And my transfer day, too, will be the last day of Veda. So I'll kind of get to end Veda on a suspenseful note, because they probably won't be back on until I get my pregnancy test results. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm excited. I'm hoping it works. You know, the first time, like I did with Lily, we were really lucky. We didn't have to keep going through treatment. But yeah, so that is where we stand on baby number 2. We are currently, I guess, trying to conceive. And we just went through the fertility clinic, and I was lucky they didn't make us try like for 6 months or a year or anything on our own. And I have 10 little snow babies. So basically I can try, oh my God, I'm so sorry, that sun is like horrible. Yeah, so basically I get to try, there. It's like all weird. I get to try, we have 5 tries, because we're going to do 2 at a time. We're going to put 2 back in, because we put 2 in and we only got 1 with my daughter. And if we have twins, that would be pretty cool too, but we're just hoping for at least 1 healthy baby. So yeah, so that is where we stand on baby number 2. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. And any video requests or ideas, leave them down below as well, because I need some. But otherwise, that is going to be it for Veda Day 3. See you ladies tomorrow.